the way. And today's story is number 51. Start with the third floor. Ignorance of the law of causality. A foolish man was invited to the housewarming party for his friend's brand new 3-story house. He was amazed at the scale of the building, for 3-story structures were a rarity there. His friend boasted of the view from the third floor, and the man himself was amazed when he saw it. He decided that he too would build such a house and went straight off to the village carpenter. Build me a 3-story house right away, he instructed. Since he had an inheritance from his father, he was the richest man in the village. Money was no object. Being hasty as well as foolish, one day soon afterward he went to see how his house was coming along, expecting it to be nearly finished. He found a large crew of men at work on the foundation, digging deep into the ground. As soon as he realized what they were doing, he called them together and began to scold. What's going on? I asked for a 3-story building with a view, and here you are digging a hole in the ground? The construction foreman replied, well, sir, a good foundation is important because otherwise the third floor might end up off kilter. When we finish this, we'll move on to the first floor, then the second. The foolish man said indignantly, did I ask you to build a first floor or a second floor? No. All I want is the third floor, so get busy and build it. On hearing this, the carpenters exchanged looks and burst out laughing. Too many people seek only a third floor with a fine view, paying no attention to the foundation needed to build it, and then moan and carry on when they cannot have it. Okay, kind of a funny story here, and actually I love this story very much because it's a reminder of understanding the law of cause and effect, how important, crucial it is to understand the law of cause and effect, which is for every effect or anything that's happening that we want to happen, there is always a cause and also a condition that assists the cause. So without the cause and conditions, nothing will happen. We can never have an effect or an outcome that we desire. So, listening to the Dharma, to the teachings of the Buddha, helps us understand this law of causality more and more deeply. Not just a superficial understanding that, oh, okay, I know. But continuous listening helps us get these insights or epiphanies about how this law is actually operating because it's working throughout ages and places in any culture and any time period. So, so for example, in this story, the rich man wanted a 3-story house, but all he wanted was he wanted to enjoy the fine view from the third floor. That was his goal. Yeah, but he didn't know what it takes to fulfill that goal. The more we listen to Buddhism, the more clear we become about everything, cause and conditions that are uniting to bring about the effects. So naturally, we are cultivating patience. Many people tell me, oh, I have problem with patience. I'm a very hasty person. Actually, we all are to some extent. We are human beings, so we have desires. And yeah, we want many things in life and we want them now. And that's why we are suffering. But if we understand this kind of being hasty is not very good because it's as if we are turning our back to this law of cause and effect, which is the truth. And we never get good outcome or happiness when we turn our back to the truth. Yeah. I think spiritual people, especially, are very fond of seeking the truth because we are tired of the shenanigans of this world, the deceits, and all the lies. And when we find out things that we thought they were authentic, they turn out to be fake. We suffer, we feel let down, we feel disappointed. So we are kind of tired of being let down by those fake things. We respect the truth. And yeah, so therefore, let's think about what is it that I want to fulfill in my life? What are my long term goals, as well as my midterm goals and short term goals? How can I build my way to the goals that I'm setting in my life? And in Buddhism, our ultimate goal as a human being, something that only humans can fulfill, is we want to find inner source of peace, serenity, and fulfillment of the heart. That's what we want as a human being. Even people who say, oh no, I just want to become wealthy or powerful or famous, they think that brings them happiness. Otherwise, why would they bother with that? So all we want is to access this equanimity or serenity in the heart and satisfaction so that we can say, I'm so glad that I'm alive, regardless of what I do possess or I don't have. Regardless, I'm happy to be alive. And that's what Buddha says is our ultimate goal. And the teachings are actually walking us through the path to reach that true happiness. But if we don't listen to Buddhism long enough to deepen our understanding of cause and effect, we are likely to kind of go off track because we don't see what it takes to reach that goal of feeling alive, unconditional joy, just so happy to have this gift of life as a human being. Because if you look at our pets, there is something that only humans can do. Our pets, basically, they eat and sleep and they play and they keep repeating the same cycle. I mean, we do that too, but obviously, we want to transcend that. We want a purpose that transcends that and find that greater goodness and greater goal. So, good job, everyone, for being here, practicing together, meditating on these concepts together, and the answers will come to those who are seekers and who are patient. Good things come to people who are patient. So, good job. Today is Tuesday, and have a wonderful Tuesday. Enjoy the spring season. Bye.
Bye, GM Peter.
Bye, Hannah. Bye, everyone.